What is up, SmackNPie here, and welcome back to another Dark Deception video. This one is gonna be a Dark Deception news recap / news video, just to catch up with whatever's going on in the Dark Deception world, so we can make our way towards Dark Deception Chapter 4 release and theory videos that's coming in between. So you know what, without wasting any more time, let's get to the news itself. So the first one, we're gonna start with the voice actors. Now, if you're following Dark Deception in any way, shape, or form, this is the news you might have heard a long time ago. Dark Deception, the voice acting part, is such an important element in Dark Deception's story because this story is mysterious. Its lore is more extensive, it's more bigger than we actually know and we actually think. It's not just about a maze Pac-Man 3D horror game, but it's more than that. There is a story, there are characters, protagonists, antagonists, evil characters, real-life social issues that are going around here. So voice acting is actually a really big element in this game, and especially when you get good quality professional voice acting in an indie game, it's such a treat. It already makes it stand out from other gaming competition. But let's get to the actual news, ladies and gentlemen. So the first thing we want to talk about is Chapter 4's voice actors. A while ago, Vince Livings tweeted on the Twitter that there were some voice actors that actually auditioned for Dark Deception upcoming Chapter 4, and one of them was Tara Strong, and the other one was Chris J. Alex. Both of these are confirmed to be the voice actors for Chapter 4 specifically. There is an official IMDb page for Dark Deception full cast and crew, so let's jump into that and see what's up. So we're gonna start with Beers. Helen Beers, her full name is Helen Beers in the game Dark Deception, and she's being played by Carolyn Seymour. I hope I pronounced that name right. She's an amazing voice actress, and she is known for Mortal Kombat, Congo, The Ruling Class, Mass Effect 2, and she's been working with Dark Deception team for a very long time. I remember in 2014 when the first alpha build came out in the public, she was still in there and the voice acting was still fantastic. That's like 5 years ago from now. 2014, do you even remember 2014 Dark Deception Alpha? That's such a long time. This game has been in development for such a long time. Props to them for keeping it together. She's also played in Gears 5, Gears of War, Mass Effect, Dragon Age, and so many other games, and she's just fantastic as Beers. You genuinely feel like this Beers character, whoever playing the Beers character, which in this case is Carolyn, she's really feeling the character Beers. The next one is Malak. Now, apparently, the person who played Malak also played Gold Watchers and Clown Gremlins from Chapter 3 Crazy Carnival, and his name is none other than Christopher Corey Smith, and he's known for Freedom Fighters, Hunter x Hunter, Lego, Batman, the movie, What, and so many more. He's also in Fallout 76, the video game, Red Dead Redemption 2, so you know this guy is big deal, and props to Dark Deception team. Props to Glowstick Entertainment for getting these amazing voice actors, not just because of their huge status. They can legitimately bring a different audience to Dark Deception community, and I'm pretty sure they are in some way. But we're not done yet here, ladies and gentlemen. Then we got Agatha, and she's being played by Kat Cressida. And if you haven't figured it out from the voice of hers, she's played Dee Dee from Dexter. Yes, I thought it was obvious when I heard from the first time. Okay, I didn't know. I'm lying. But she really nailed Agatha's character in terms of voice. She's played in Mass Effect Andromeda, I don't know about that one, Marvel Ultimate Alliances 3 The Black Order, Rage 2, Batman Arkham Knight, so you know she's a big deal. I really hope that we see more Agatha in future chapters as a part of story, but Agatha was genuinely one of my favorite characters in Dark Deception, and she still is. And then let's talk about Chapter 4. We're gonna start with Chris J. Alex. This guy played Lucky, Hangry, and Trigger Teddies from Dark Deception. Lucky and Hangry, of course, the Joy gang, and Trigger Teddies from final level of Chapter 4 in Dark Deception. And we're gonna get to their voice reveal in just a second, but Chris J. Alex played in Thundercat's Roar. He was also in City of Lies. He was also in Days Gone, Resident Evil 2, Kingdom Hearts 3. He was also in Spider-Man, the video game, Call of Duty Black Ops 4, 4, there's a lot on his belt, so he can bring a huge chunk of audience from his side over to Dark Deception. And we're gonna get to their voices in just a second. And finally, we got Tara Strong, who played let's get ready for this one. Reaper Nurse, not just the big nurse that we talked about in the last video. She played Reaper Nurse. She also played Penny the Chicken from Joy Joy Gang. And then interestingly, this is a very interesting one, she also played the bear, and not just any bear from chapter 4. She played the mama bear from chapter 4. We're gonna get to those animatronics in just a second, but this is huge. Two amazing, talented voice actors, massive mainstream appeal, playing in chapter 4. This is such a big deal. And if you still think that I have to explain to you who Tara Strong is, she played Barbara Gordon / Batgirl in Batman the Killing Joke, one of the best, if not the best, comic book animated movies from DC in the modern times. She was also in the Powerpuff Girls. She was also in the Fairly Odd Parents. I actually loved that show, ladies and gentlemen. I really did. Everyone here in the list is super talented, and I cannot wait to see what they have to offer in chapter 4. But let's actually hear their voices in Dark Deception. Glowstick Entertainment, the team behind Dark Deception, actually uploaded a video recently on their channel called Dark Deception Joy Joy Gang Voice Reveal, and in that it's just 48 seconds. Let's hear them together.
Hi! I'm hungry! I'm a pig! Ah! I'm so hungry! I love ribs. Can I smell yours?
I don't bite, you know. Well, maybe just a little. Surprise! Here I come!
You know why they call me Lucky? I never lose. Where you going, buddy? The fun's just starting! Joey, Joey, Joey!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as the video was playing on your screens, I was watching along too, and oh my god, this is just next level. I always felt that everyone is amazing in Dark Deception voice acting list, team, whatever content we have so far, but this is just taken to the next level. This is just one clip of many voice lines that we're gonna hear, hopefully, I really hope, in the upcoming Dark Deception chapter 4. Now, a lot of people are really liking the Lucky animatronic voice. It just fits in perfectly, especially when he says the joy in that intensity. But I feel like a lot of people are not giving enough credit to Penny the Chicken. Her voice fits insanely well with how her design is. Her character and voice and design fits perfectly. And of course, we cannot rule out Hangry the Pig. Also, two things before we wrap up this teaser. Number one is that Lucky said the reason he's called Lucky is because he never lose. And that is exactly what we are going to do in Dark Deception Chapter 4. We, ladies and gentlemen, are going to hand him his first L in Joy Joy Gang, Level 2 of Dark Deception Chapter 4. And also, if you can see these glitches, and a lot of people are pointing this out, you can see some sort of kitchen when there's new friends text glitch. You can see some pizzeria kind of thing. It kind of reminds us of the first Five Nights at Freddy's location. And listen, I've said it before, I'm gonna say it again. It's pizzeria, hopefully, because I just want to see these three characters or even more in pizzeria running around chasing me. That did not sound right, but hopefully you get my point. Let me know, what do you think of these voices? Let me know how much excited you are specifically from this new teaser. That, of course, shout out to Mike from Super Herbro. He edited this one. Glowstick Entertainment, if you're watching this, I can edit too. You can hire me. I need job. And then in just quick news, let's talk about the crossover between Dark Deception and Yandere Simulator, aka Ayano's Lovesick Labyrinth. That, ladies and gentlemen, is something I am personally looking for. I wasn't a really big fan of Yandere Simulator, but I'm a big fan of Dark Deception, so any crossover, I will take it. Recently on the channel, they uploaded the first content related to Ayano's Lovesick Labyrinth, and it is the OST called School Day. And oh my god, it is fantastic. fan-freaking-tastic. It is composed and edited by Daniel Dombrowski. Of course, he's a legend at this point. And surprisingly, I'll put the link in the description. Go check it out. The Glow Stick Entertainment has given me the heart in the comments. If you don't believe me, go see it for yourself. I'll put the link in the description. Personally, I'm super excited for Ayano's. I'm just gathering some information from Yandere Simulator so I could make some theory videos on this one. But what you need to know about Ayano's Lovesick Labyrinth, I know I'm saying this a lot, is that Ayano in this game, in this crossover, the voice of Ayano will resume her role as Ayano in Lovesick Labyrinth. And they also confirmed that it is same for other Yandere Simulator voice actors. So the more characters from Yandere Simulator in this crossover, their original voice actors are gonna play the role and voice in this new crossover. So I'm personally looking forward to this one after chapter 4, of course. Let me know how excited you are. Are you even a fan of Yandere Simulator? Let me know down in the comments. And before we get to the final news, there was this fan content issue that we need to address and we need to talk about because they cleared it up, but we need to talk about it so in the future fans can understand and make content regarding Dark Deception safely and easily that we all could enjoy. So here's what happened on Twitter. A fan by the name of Devin the Adventurer, he tweeted on September 29th that I cannot believe how popular my Dark Deception 2 idea is getting. I never thought I'd get to have this many people liking, which is great. Of course, they're referring to fan game, and someone responded with, I saw your collaboration with VGamer and heard you say that you wanted Dark Deception 2 to be a real thing, and so I decided that it will. To this, Vince replied with, it can be real, but it can't be called Dark Deception 2. I hope you know that ahead of time. And then to follow this up, Vince said, legally nobody can distribute a game with the name Dark Deception without Glowstick's permission, free or otherwise. It violates trademark and copyright law. However, if it is a free DD fan game, we generally allow it, the exception being games with hateful or offensive content. This is exactly what Five Nights at Freddy's had to deal with in the beginning when it got popular. Let me make this clear as well. So in other words, what Vince is saying, and this is nothing new, you need to be aware of this one. Fan games, they can't use the original property / assets, even if they distribute it for free or otherwise, without the initial developer, the original creator behind that game. That is why you don't see many fan games for Bendy and the Ink Machine. It's really hard to make Bendy and the Ink Machine fan games because the fan games that were already up there are now taken down by the Meatly and Kindly Beast because they use the assets from the original game. Now, sure, you could use assets by tweaking it and changing the name, but having within the same universe, the name don't need to be all different. You could just make it so somewhat people think that, okay, it's within the realm of the fan-made content because you don't need to make it confusing for other peoples. There are people who genuinely get confused when there's a fan game and original game and people get confused, okay, which the real one. So to avoid that, and because this is within the copyright law and system, it is better to make your own content by adding some sort of tweak and spin to the original assets. I hope this cleared everything up. I really want to see some Dark Deception fan games. I've played, just for information, I played a Dark Deception fan game on the channel yesterday called Fazbear Deception. So if anyone's making Dark Deception fan game, let me know. I can help you. And finally, we have the final mega news, and this belongs to the mobile ports. Vince Living, the executive producer, has recently posted on Twitter an in-game screenshot, well, not in-game, but a screenshot of in development, I could say, chapter 1 for mobile port. Now, it does look like it's not well polished. It requires some lightning adjustment. However, this is fairly okay for a mobile game. Now, remember, this actually doesn't represent the final product. There will be some adjustments and lightning adjustment that they need to do, but this is a good step in production and progress overall. He also mentioned that we are very close to getting a release date for mobile ports. I really hope we get it as early as possible. I literally need this in my life. Like when I was on my unstoppable job, I would take out my phone and I would always check Play Store for this game. Personally, I am super excited for this one. Any project from Dark Deception team, I am all up for it. They just made me a big fan. They mentioned in a tweet that, quote, this should be pretty obvious, but it is a mobile port. We can get it close, but it's not going to look as good as it does in Unreal on PC, thus why it's cheaper. Yeah, I forgot to mention that it's going to be really cheap on mobile, so if you still can't buy it, you can watch it on the channel and support me. I'll play it for you guys. Let me know how much hype you are for any project or any product from Dark Deception team, the crossover, the mobile ports, Chapter 4, Joy Joy Gang, Reaper Nurse Guys. Indie game has shaken up with games like Bendy and the Machine, Bendy and the Dark Revival, Showdown Bandit, Dark Deception. Also, I'm going to talk about Joy Joy Gang portal level. I'm also going to talk about Trigger Teddy's level in the upcoming chapters and in upcoming episodes here on SmackNPie YouTube channel. So make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Help me get to 20,000 subscribers. We are kind of close, not really, but we are still close. With the support that you guys are giving me right now, it is really possible for us to reach that goal very quickly. You know what? With that note, we're gonna end this video right here. That will do it for this video. Remember to like the video and share it with your friends on Discord server, Instagram, and Twitter. You can also follow me on Twitter at SmackNPie. Link will be in the description. You can also join my Discord server, link in the description. With that being said, I'm Smack, and until next time, take care and peace.